It's the last game of the road trip. The Edmonton Oilers in St. Louis to face the Blues. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and the starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Matt Savoy and Zach Hyman. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. In goal, it's Connor Ingram. For the Blues, Robert Thomas with Dylan Holloway and Jimmy Snuggerud up front. Philip Broberg and Logan Mailloux on defense. Joel Hofer starts in goal. The referees are TJ Luxmore and Grady Hamilton. Ryan Gibbons and James Tobias are on the lines. We get ready to go here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. The puck drop. We're underway. And Broberg on the left wing. Just missing Thomas with it. It goes into the Oilers zone. Rolled in front of the net. And up the right wing comes McDavid to center. Into the blue zone. Drops it to Hyman. Trying to get a shot. It goes into the corner. Finds McDavid to the left wing point to Matthias Ekholm. Off the stick of McDavid behind the goal. Hyman over to the left in front of the net. Couldn't get it to Savoy. Puck to the blue line. Bouchard in the right corner for Savoy. Around the boards to the left wing point to Matthias Ekholm. To Bouchard. He'll just push it to the left corner. Broberg there for the Blues. And he'll come up to center ice. Put it off the right wing boards and in. Bouchard smacks it on the left side. Top of the circle. And Savoy to center ice. And he got it to the Blues line. Parayko on the right wing. Right wing boards to Kyrou. Just into the Edmonton zone. We're just underway here in St. Louis. Edmonton 2-1 so far on this road trip. Puck to the right wing point. Parayko off the right wing boards off of Kyrou. He'll get it on the left to the point. A shot. And that goes just wide as Lindstein let it go. And the puck in behind the goal. Kyrou to the left wing corner. Taken to the corner by Murphy. Loose puck to Draisaitl. On the left wing for Nurse. He's top of the circle and will get it out of the zone. Parayko to Lindstein. Up the left wing to Neighbors. Now to Kyrou into the Oiler and a shot. Bad save made by Ingram on a hard shot. And the puck on the left side. Podkolzin will get it out.
Excellent stop from Connor Ingram there. That was a degree of difficulty, high one there, and he battled through and made a solid stop.
Fowler into the Edmonton zone. To Peregrine. Goes to the right corner. Goes in behind the net. Stastny up the left wing for Szymanski. We'll get to that center ice line. He's going to bounce it in. Hofer out the plate. On the backhand. Around the glass. Near the top of the circle. Wallman had kept it in only for a moment. Peregrine to the middle of Fowler. Mishandled it. Gets it back. Into the middle for Suter. And then lost it to Szymanski. Who'll give it to Wallman. Now to Roslovic, and he'll come up the left wing. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. We're 2 minutes and 15 seconds in. The puck dumped into the blue zone. Suter on the right wing boards, top of the circle, through the middle, and across the hall. Into the Oilers zone to Torchenko. A shot that goes off of Hall. Puck behind the Edmonton goal. Now on the left wing to Dickinson. His pass hit Torchenko, and it goes just past Max Jones and into the blue zone. Max Jones up from Bakersfield. Through the middle of the ice. Lindstein to center, on the right to Sundqvist. Cross ice to Lindstein, left wing back to the blue line to Torchenko. We'll put it off the end boards. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Sundqvist to Finley. Now on the right, Parayko from the blue line has to get to the right wing corner. Behind the net to Sundqvist. Sundqvist with a pass, hits a stick, goes up into the air. Nurse got it to the left side, and Jones will clear it up. Lindstein just inside his own blue line for the Blues. Blues winning last night 3-1 in Carolina. Oilers lost in Dallas. 7-2 was the final. Puck brought in to the Oilers zone on the right side. The shot and the save made by Ingram off of Neighbors. Puck to the left wing point. Broberg to Mailloux. A shot, and that one stopped by Ingram. Puck in the right wing corner. And Bouchard to center for Savoy. Over the line, finds McDavid on the left wing. He's top of the circle, taken to the boards by Mailloux. And up the right wing, it's Neighbors, the former Edmonton Oil King, will dump the puck into the Edmonton zone. Ekholm to Bouchard, now to the middle to McDavid. McDavid will get to center ice. Into the Blues end on the left wing. To the left wing side at the hash marks to the blue line. The shot by Wallman. Bit of a change up and the save made by Hofer. McDavid will keep it in. Across to Savoy in front of the net. And he was looking for Hyman. He was tied up by Broberg. Puck on the blue line. Wallman has has it left wing point. Right side to Stastny. Now to Savoy. To Wallman. A shot. Glove save made by Hofer. 4 minutes, 16 seconds. Gone here in a scoreless first.
Well, Matt Savoy tried to set up Zach Hyman for a point-blank empty net. Maybe would have wanted to shoot the puck there instead, just given the look that he ended up getting. Savoy made a real deft touch, brought the puck into the O-zone, and then dropped it off. And then McDavid threaded the needle to Savoy to she shot, tried to pass, and Broberg did a good job breaking the play up on the backside, tying up the stick of Zach Hyman. It was a right-hand shot. Would have had an open net if the puck gets to him.
He's off to the right of Hofer. Puck to the left wing point. Nurse put it around the boards. Hofer comes out of his net, rims it. Doesn't get out. Finley will try to clear it. He does. And the puck in the neutral zone for Robert Thomas comes into the Oiler end on the left wing. Thomas up to the blue line, off his stick, and it comes out. And getting to it is Kapanen into the Blues end. Dumps it behind the goal. Hofer quickly pushes it up the right side. Hall, get the puck to Holloway. Now to Snuggerud. Snuggerud in over the line. He's got goals in 4 straight. Comes over to the left wing. Gets the puck into the slot. Here's Parayko to Holloway off the arm of Ingram. And it goes out of play. Good chance there for the Blues. Connor Ingram had to be sharp.
Oilers got to be aware against this line. This line's generating the majority of their offense. That is Robert Thomas up front with Dylan Holloway, and Snuggerud, who we mentioned is a top 5 scorer, rookie in the league. Of course, last year Holloway had an awesome year with 26 goals and 63 points. Dealt with some injury this year.
The draw, puck goes to Wallman, up the right wing to Roslovic. He'll come in, his shot, and he whistles it high and wide. Stastny kept it in on the left wing point to the corner to Dickinson. To Roslovic, right wing, to the right wing point for Wallman. Shovels it around on the backhand. Dickinson with it in behind the Blues net. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. Dickinson gets checked on the play by Parayko. Parayko into the right wing corner. Across to Lindstein, up the left wing to Suter, and that's offside as it went over and back. 5:25 gone here in a scoreless first period. It'll be a face-off just outside the Blues blue line. Max Jones up from Bakersfield, out on the ice right now.
Basically as a replacement to Colton Dock on LTIR.
18 points in Bakersfield in 39 games so far this year for Jones. His 9th game with the Oilers this season.
And he can skate. He can get in on the forecheck.
Puck dumped into the blue zone. Jones on the inboards. Put it loose to Frederick to the right wing point for Bouchard. Cross corner with it. Toropchenko is there for St. Louis. And it's a stick lifted by Frederick. And then loses the puck to Jones. Ekholm in his own end to Bouchard across to Ekholm. Up the left wing to Jones. Comes into St. Louis territory. Bumps it back, but that missed Frederick. Toropchenko will get it to the Edmonton line, but Finley goes in on the offside. And we get the whistle. Well, all right. Finley getting into it a bit with Nurse in behind the Edmonton net, and that draws everybody in there.
Well, I don't know if Mr. Finley's ready to be dealing with Darnell Nurse. I don't think that's one that, I know he's a bigger guy, but think second round draft choice of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Get that all split up.
He gave him a good cross check. He blocked him pretty good there. Nurse had grabbed his stick and then he...
No penalties given out. It's the third and final regular season meeting between the two teams. Edmonton lost 3-2 in St. Louis November 3rd, then defeated the Blues 5-0 in Edmonton January 18th.
This is not a building that Edmonton has played particularly well in. They just got to simplify, get to their game, get some pucks on that. Hofer's had a good year in the pipes for St. Louis. He's been much better of the two goalies.
Yes. Up the right wing, it's Savoy to center for Edmonton. Over the line to Hyman. Now to Ekholm, the shot and the save made by Hofer. As Ekholm with a clean look right between the hash marks. Holloway comes into the Edmonton end. Off the left wing corner boards, Ekholm on the right to Bouchard. Will get it up the middle where he finds Savoy. Now on the right wing, Hyman into the Blues end. Across to Savoy. His pass looking for McDavid. Hits a stick, goes to the left wing corner. Hyman to the left wing point for Nurse. Just barely keeps it in behind the net to McDavid.
I don't think he did.
I think he did.
McDavid, did.
Yeah, for now, McDavid to the blue line to Nurse. Off the corner boards. Shot to the blue line. McDavid across it. Finds Nurse on the right wing point. To Podkolzin. Behind the goal. Hyman working to the left wing corner. Up against the boards. Mayu does not win the battle with Podkolzin. Puck to the right wing point. Murphy to the middle. Now on the left to Nurse. His shot towards the net. Save made by Hofer. He covers it up. Podkolzin was in front of the net. We've played 7 minutes and 15 seconds of a scoreless first period. The Edmonton Oilers taking on the St. Louis Blues. We'll be right back from the Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. St. Louis scoreless in the first period. Tonight's Oilers Together for Oil Country 50-50 presented by Rogers in support of Heroes, a program ensuring all kids have access to hockey regardless of their background. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. We're 7:15 into a scoreless first period. Face off in the St. Louis zone. Puck to Wallman on the left point. I got between his skates. It comes out. He recovers. Gives it to Stastny. Out of Podkolzin at center. Across for Kapanen into the Blues end. Kapanen dumped it in behind the net. Hofer quickly out to play it. Sundqvist will get it to the line, and Finley gets through center. Now into the Oilers zone for Toropchenko. It's into the right wing corner. To Finley behind the net. To Toropchenko on the right. To the right wing point to Parayko. Thought about shooting it. Instead, played it in behind the goal. Goes to Finley in the left wing corner. Stastny engages with him. Podkolzin gets a loose puck. And Draisaitl, who's got points in 7 straight, gets out to center. We got his stick lifted by Toropchenko. He'll bounce it in. That took a nasty hop in front of Ingram. He got it with the glove. Wanted to play it, but the referee blew the whistle. 8 minutes, 3 seconds gone here in the first period. This game is scoreless. Face off to the left of Ingram.
Blues are 5-0-1 their last 6. Sometimes teams like this, they're out of it. They move on a couple of veterans, get it back a couple picks. Some younger guys get in. They're loose, right? They're not playing with a ton of pressure.
Off the draw, puck goes right to Ingram. Ingram sweeps it to the right, and Roslovic will get it out.
Certainly helps if you get saves, too,
yes.
Cam. And they did last night in that first period against Carolina.
On the right wing, Kyrou comes into the zone and rolls off the end of his stick. And Kyrou goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Pass to the middle, and that is broken up by Murphy. And it's in behind the Edmonton goal. Nurse on the right wing boards. To Jason Dickinson, and now to center ice to Szymanski. Will shoot it in. He almost got it to Roslovic. The puck on the right wing inside St. Louis territory. Roslovic off the right wing boards to the blue line to Murphy. Now to Dickinson in the corner. And behind the net, Hall going to hold off Szymanski. They go into the corner. Puck along the boards. To the top of the circle, Kyrou to Buchnevich, to center ice to Fowler, and he'll dump it in. Nurse turns it up through the middle of the ice. Left wing to Henrique. At center, shooting it in. Hofer knocked it down with a high stick off the glass. His ability to play the puck is really, really good.
Well, he's had a much better year here. I mean, he comes in with a plus 7.1 goals saved above expectation, according to Hockey Reference. Jordan Binnington's at minus 21.3. Jordan Binnington at 872 this year. Hofer at 905.
Hofer's last game was on Tuesday. 45 saves and a 4-3 overtime loss to the Islanders.
And the Islanders were down 3-0 in that game.
That's right. Puck goes into the corner. Stastny has it right side. Over to Jones on the left. Jones to the top of the circle, then cycling the puck. Missed Frederick. Hofer gets out there, then almost gave it away to Henrique. Gets another chance. Rims it on the left. Goes to the middle of the ice, and Suter will get it up. Down the left wing to Berggren. Goes into the Oilers zone. Top of the circle. Berggren spinning around and taken to the boards by Henrique. Puck came free to Wallman. Across to Stastny, left wing in his own end to Frederick. And Frederick will give it to Wallman behind the net. And it's Wallman through the middle of the ice. Didn't have much room. Snuggerud on him. Now up to Savoy. Hit his stick, went up into the air off of Mayu. And now on the right wing, Snuggerud into the Oilers zone. He'll get a cross-ice pass to Thomas. And into the middle of the ice, Broberg won't get a shot. And the puck on the right wing, Holloway across to Snuggerud. Couldn't handle the pass. And McDavid down the right wing. Into the blue zone, cuts across the middle to Savoy. The shot! And the save made by Hofer off of Savoy. Broberg on the left wing for Thomas to center ice now to Holloway. On the right wing, over the line to Thomas to Snuggerud. The shot save made by Ingram. Snuggerud didn't get a lot on it. Ingram kept it out. And it's Ekholm to center for McDavid. McDavid will throw it back into the Oilers zone, and Ingram can set it behind the net.
Ingram's having a good start here. He's made some good saves.
9:15 to go in a scoreless first. Kapanen, wheeling to center. Shoots it in. Hofer. On the left wing to Sundqvist. It's right on the tape, and he's a bullet.
This guy can pass it through the puck.
Paul will dump it in. Ingram has to deal with a bouncing puck. Hopped over his stick. Toropchenko has it now on the left wing. Towards the net, a shot. Goes off of Ingram. Over to the right. Hall from the right wing point. Behind the net to Sundqvist. On the right to Hall. Hall in the right corner to Sundqvist. On the left wing to Fowler. Sundqvist wanted to get it to him in the left wing corner. Draisaitl poked it up the left wing boards. Finley to the line, and Fowler could not hold it in. And the Blues have to regroup. Hall at center ice to Fowler. 8.5 to go here in the scoreless first. Fowler starts through the middle. Left wing that went off the stick of Parayko. And Szymanski to Wallman off the left wing glass and in. Hofer rimming it. Stastny kept it in on the right point. Puck goes behind the net to Roslovic. Comes over to the left side. To the left wing point to Jake Wallman. Shot it around behind the net. Szymanski to the left wing corner to Dickinson. Now to Szymanski. Over on the right. Spun around by Fowler. Roslovic peels it off the right wing boards. To the line. Kyrou all over him. He lost it. Buchnevich with a rush down the left wing with Neighbors. The pass to Neighbors to the middle. Kyrou shot, and that goes off of Ingram and wide.
Great work back to the puck. Roslovic turned the puck over, but he helped break it up.
Good chance there for the Blues, but you're right. Roslovic with the back pressure. Savoy breaks it up to McDavid. He'll come in. The shot saved by Hofer, and the puck behind the net. And Suter up the left wing to center ice. Now to Broberg. Comes into the Edmonton zone. Stops on the right wing. In behind the net. Puck goes into the corner. And it's Bouchard up against the boards. On the right wing, McDavid got it out through the middle to Savoy. Into his own end to Bouchard. Bouchard with points in 9 straight. Now to Matthias Ekholm. On the right wing, directed in by Hyman. Nope. I guess it was not.
Yeah.
Are they saying that wasn't touched?
I thought it was touched for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was touched too. All right.
Or are they saying it got a piece of the glass?
Oh, must have got the corner glass. Okay, we got the whistle. 6:58 to go here to scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Blues from the Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. Sport Dealers, NHL Hockey, and the Oilers Radio Network. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, and no interest for 1 year. 6:58 to go in a scoreless first period. Edmonton Oilers taking on the St. Louis Blues here at the Enterprise Center. The face-off outside the Blues line. Puck goes to Fowler, now to Holloway. Into the Oiler end on the right. Holloway stops up, shoots it off of Nurse. Bounces into the left wing corner. Thomas into the middle to Holloway, and a great save made by Ingram with the right pad. Into the middle of the ice is Kapanen. Will go across to Nurse. Nurse snaps a long pass that just skips over the stick of Draisaitl. Thomas comes into the Edmonton zone. Right wing for Holloway. To the blue line. Give it to Hall. A shot just wide of the Edmonton net.
That hits the net. It's hit. Now, they've got one line that's really attacking.
Center ice is Pod pulls and he can shoot it in cross corner. Parayko Hit by Podkolzin. Puck goes to Neighbors. Now to Buchnevich for Parayko. Tripped up. And a pass on the left to Dickinson. Over his stick goes into the blue zone. Otherwise, Dickinson would have had a breakaway.
Hofer's got unreal sticks.
It's incredible. Roslovic off the right wing boards. To the point to Stastny. To the blue line to Roslovic. The shot. That was blocked in front of the net. Didn't get through. Comes back to Roslovic on the right wing. Roslovic spinning to the right wing boards. Into the corner it goes. Lindstein got it around on the right wing. It's top of the circle. Kyrou will clear it out to Buchnevich. On the right wing for Neighbors, and he'll just dump it in. Blues will make a change. Out from behind the Edmonton net is McDavid. Down the left wing, got by Neighbors. Now comes into Blues territory. Left wing to the corner, goes off his stick. And Finley taken into that corner. Savoy got a loose puck. Around the boards on the right, Sundqvist. Broberg got it out to center for Toropchenko. Went to shoot it in, goes off of Hyman. McDavid to Bouchard, left wing for Ekholm. Into St. Louis territory on the left side. To the right wing point, Bouchard over to Ekholm, winds up, doesn't shoot. Off the corner, David behind the net. Hyman to the right wing for McDavid. He's got Broberg on him. Puck goes into the corner. Mayu lost it. Sundqvist, though, will be able to get it out of the zone. 4.5 to go here. Scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Blues. Bouchard with it inside his own blue line. Edmonton changes the forwards. Bouchard up the left wing to Max Jones. He'll come in. He'll shoot it just off the arm of Hofer. Goes to the left wing corner.
Great shot by Jones. He had a lot of heat on that one.
And he used the D as a screen, and the puck to center ice. Fowler's pass to Suter goes in on the offside. Blues can't touch it. They tag up. Murphy across to Nurse. Nurse over to Murphy. Now on the left to Henrique. Shoots it in. Puck goes into the corner. Fowler on the right wing off of Henrique. Puck up against the boards. Berggren to Hall in the left wing. Left wing boards. Now to Fowler. He'll take it behind his net. Fowler will wait back there. And Fowler with a pass that hit a stick, and Stastny could shoot it back in. Podkolzin had to tag up. Fowler across the Hall. Hall on the right wing, just by Thomas. Goes to the Edmonton blue line. Stastny got it out. Parayko into his own zone. To Lindstein. Just got it to the Edmonton blue line. So Draisaitl to Wallman. Come in as the St. Louis end goes to the left wing corner. Off the boards to Podkolzin. To the right wing point to Stastny. Pumps it right back around. And it goes to the left wing. Parayko there for St. Louis to Thomas. Thomas comes into the Oilers zone. To the right wing, it's top of the circle. And off of Snuggerud, but right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl loops back at his blue line. To Stastny, now to Wallman. And Wallman just into the left wing corner of his own end. We're on the right to Murphy. So he'll get to center ice and now shoot the puck in. Hofer had to go off his glove. In behind the net's Roslovic. To the right wing is passed to the middle, but somebody there for Edmonton. It is Neighbors to get it out to Buchnevich on the right. Buchnevich pass to the middle, and that is broken up by Murphy. Dickinson will get it out. Fowler at his own blue line. Buchnevich mishandled the pass. On the right, Roslovic comes into the zone. Szymanski took a hit. Roslovic down the right wing, rolls on net, and the save by Hofer. That was a bouncing puck. Dickinson tried to bat it out of the air, but missed, and the puck cleared out.
Good hit by Nurse. He just flattened Kyrou.
Here's McDavid flying up the right wing into the Blues end. Goes to the right wing corner. He'll get it out. The shot by Hyman. Glances off a body and wide. Puck to the left wing point. Ekholm across the line to Bouchard. Now on the right to McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard off the right corner boards for Zach Hyman. He's up against that right wing. It's poked to the line and out. Sundqvist through center. Taking a good angle was Ekholm. Separates him from the puck. And Matthias Ekholm through the middle. On the left wing to McDavid. It goes off his stick and in. Mayu on the right to Toropchenko, and now to Suter. Hughes Suter to center ice. Skips it to the left wing corner. Coming up to the last minute here in the first. Still at zeros. Oilers and the Blues. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. As Ekholm holding on. Now out through the middle of the ice. On the right to Bouchard. He'll go across to Frederick. Comes into the St. Louis end of the left wing corner. The angle shot off the blocker of Hofer. Lindstein got it up the right wing to the blue line. Now to Parayko. Parayko over to Theo Lindstein in the left wing side. And we'll bounce it out to center. And the puck in the neutral zone. 28 seconds to go here in the first. Stastny's got it in his skates. And the puck brought in on the left, but too far for Berggren. So in behind his goal goes Wallman. And Jake Wallman got away from Berggren. He'll get to center and then checked at the Edmonton blue line. Berggren to Hall. 10 seconds to go in the period. To Parayko inside his line on the right. And Parayko's just going to hold on to it. And the first period will come to a close. As the Edmonton Oilers and the St. Louis Blues line with Savoy and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. Taking the draw is Finley for the Blues, and the puck to center ice, and it's dumped in by Mailloux, and the puck to the left wing corner of the Edmonton end. As they battle for it, it's Bouchard in behind his net, stops, trying to shake off Toropchenko, up the right wing, long pass, off the stick of McDavid. Robert's going to turn on it, scooping up the right wing to Finley. Pinching down is Ekholm. Puck comes across. Bouchard to Hyman on the left to Savoy. And now he has to get it back to the left wing point. To Hyman into the corner, but off the stick of McDavid. We go to the right wing. Savoy through the middle and Sundqvist into the corner. Hyman one-handed in behind the net. Sundqvist looking to clear. Having difficulty doing that with Matt Savoy there, and the puck to the middle, and it's Probert for the Blues. Middle of the ice to Sundqvist, off his skate. He'll dump it in on the backhand.
Again, I think Evan Bouchard had a chance to put the puck in the net. He didn't. Oilers forcing.
Gets up to center ice, and inside his own zone is Thomas. Now on the left against the Holloway. Over center ice, he'll shoot it in. The cross corner bounces into the right wing corner of the Edmonton end. Pass on the right side, off a skate. Podkolzin can go across to it. And now to Bouchard. Wanted to get that to Podkolzin. And it comes into the blue zone. Podkolzin off the left wing will shoot it. And that just misses. Rims to the right point. Does get out. Oilers have to regroup. Nurse has it at the Edmonton blue line to Murphy. Right wing to Kapanen. Off his stick and in. The right wing was Thomas. Doesn't get it out. Goes to Parayko. Lindstein. On the left wing to Snuggerud. Into the Oilers zone. Bumps it in behind the Edmonton goal. Nurse helps it around on the left. That doesn't get out. Neighbors pulls it off the boards. Trying to go towards the net. Doesn't have a lane. To the right wing. To the right wing point. Hall put it to the side of the net. Jammed on goal. Saved by Ingram as Buchnevich at the side of the net. 2 minutes, 14 seconds gone here in the second. We're still at zeros.
Out-of-town update for you. Bakersfield is tied down in Texas 1-1 after one. Samuel Poulin on the setup from Robier Vente. So the goal for Bakersfield, and Radko Gudas, who's been suspended 4 times prior in his career, has received a 5-game suspension for kneeing Austin Matthews' agent. Interesting to see what Judd Moldaver would say about that.
Face off to the left of Ingram. Puck to the left wing corner for Wallman. Up in the air and out. Glove down by Hall. He'll shoot it back in. Wallman over to Stastny. On the left wing, off of Dickinson and in. And Hofer will come out of his net. Poke it to the right wing corner for Hall. Now to Fowler on the left. Up the left wing for Kyrou. Across to Hall. Into the Oilers zone on the right. Off the end boards. Left wing boards for Kyrou. Off his stick, goes right into the middle. Wallman there snaps that off the glass, down the ice. That's going to be icing against Edmonton. As we're 2:54 into the second. The Oilers together for Oil Country 50-50, presented by Rogers. Back with life-changing jackpots. The main jackpot is at $131,000, and the Super Saturday bonus jackpot at $154,000. And you could be our next lucky winner. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Off the draw in the Oilers zone. Stastny to the middle of the ice. Off the boards and out. Lindstein on the left. Little bank pass. Gave it to Stenberg. He'll shoot it in. Stastny around the left wing. Henrique had nowhere to go with it. Stastny gives it to Wallman. Up the left wing to Henrique. Parayko trying to keep it in. He does. And it goes to the middle of the ice. Cleared out by Roslovic. Chasing after it. Henrique. Puck goes to the right corner of the blue zone. Parayko's in behind the goal now with it. His pass off an Oilers stick, goes all the way down, won't be icing. Nurse has to hurry, being pressured, and it goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Yes, had to deal with Berggren right on him. And up the left wing, Jones will get it out to Nurse. Over the line to Frederick. Trying to go to the middle. It goes off his stick right to McDavid. Towards the net. A shot just wide. Back to the right wing point. Nurse to McDavid. Across the one-timer. Booted out by Hofer on a shot from Bouchard. And Broberg will get to center ice and shoot it into or at least to the Oiler blue line. Ran into the linesman. Puck at center. Thomas. He'll come in through the middle. His shot blocked by Ekholm. McDavid into the middle of the ice in the Oilers zone to Bouchard. Gains the center ice line. Dumps the puck in. Hofer to Mailloux. On the right to Thomas. Won't get it out. Savoy's in the corner. Mailloux takes him to the corner. 4.5 gone here in the second. Still at zeros. Puck to the blue line. Ekholm to Bouchard. On the left wing for McDavid. Goes into the corner. In behind the net. To the right. Out to the slot. Bouchard shot. Glove save made by Hofer. And he holds on to it.
Couple good looks there for the Oilers, but Hofer's, it's the first time they're seeing Hofer. He's never had a start against Edmonton. They're learning that he's got a good glove hand, and they're learning that he can move the puck.
Edmonton up to 10 shots on goal. The Blues with only 6 to this point. Face off to the right of Hofer. Paulson's got to come in and take the draw. Draisaitl out of the face-off circle. Hall in the right corner and right into the... No, that went right out. It didn't go into the Oiler bench. Edmonton's getting the first power play of the game coming up right now.
Well, this is a big part of Edmonton's game. As you know, the Oilers with the number 1 ranked power play in the National Hockey League. Oilers at 32.6, though they did go 0 for 3 against Dallas, and the Blues have the 29th ranked penalty killing unit at 74.6. So who replaces Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? My guess is Jack Roslovic.
There he is. He's out on the ice. Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Face off to the right of Hofer, back to the blue line. Bouchard on the left to McDavid. He'll get it across. Oh, he's looking for Draisaitl. It's picked off. Buchnevich to center ice. Into the Oilers zone and takes it out of the zone. Pass it back to Mailloux in his own end. He won't get it out. McDavid on the left wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in front of the net. And the save made by Hofer right on the doorstep was Hyman, and the puck cleared out. Ingram sets it behind the net. It's Bouchard on the right wing for Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Bouchard, but McDavid had gone into the zone. Gonna wait for him to come back out. Draisaitl has it on the right wing. They'll go cross ice to Roslovic. Into St. Louis territory to McDavid. His pass hit his stick, goes right to Hofer. He covers it. 1:08 to go in the penalty to Hall. And the game's still at zeros. 5 minutes and 38 seconds gone here in the second period. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Well, it's an unforced error there. You want to capitalize it on Edmonton's part. Got to win a face-off here off the draw. Gets He's throwing out so many things.
Yeah.
Super frustrating to watch.
Settle out. McDavid in against Finley. Goes over to the boards, to the line, to Bouchard. The left wing to McDavid is passed off of Parayko. They battle for it. Parayko couldn't clear it. Finley's trying. He can't. It's still inside the St. Louis end to the left wing corner for Draisaitl. He goes behind the net, over to the right wing point for Bouchard. For Draisaitl to the top of the circle. Draisaitl cross-ice pass blocked, put towards the net. That was blocked. Finley can't get it out. Parayko will rip it down the ice. Out from behind the Edmonton net is Bouchard. It's the first power play of the game. Still at zeros. We're in the second. It's Draisaitl, right wing to McDavid. He's going to drive towards the net and off the stick of Hofer. Puck goes behind the goal to McDavid, left wing corner to the blue line for Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid is passed to Bouchard, just broken up by Sundqvist. He'll get it down the ice. Penalty over in 8 seconds.
Haven't even technically had a shot on goal here.
Bouchard. Colson comes into the blue zone on the left wing. Penalty done. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. It's in the right wing corner. And it's Colson, right wing to Ekholm. Shot saved by Hofer. There's a big rebound. Broberg got it up near the blue line. Wallman keeps it in. Blasted on goal and a glove save by Hofer. And he's going to hold on to it. We're going to take a break. We played 7 minutes, 2 seconds of the second period. The Oilers and the Blues still at zeros. We'll be right back from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Oilers and Blues at zeros. 7:02 gone in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Edmonton with 1 power play in this game. It just came here in the second period. Unable to get one by Joel Hofer. Face off to the right of Hofer. The puck to the left wing point. Matthias Ekholm. Off the left side. Holloway can't clear. Jones along the left wing boards for the Oilers. Hofer got out of his net, rims it. Wallman is able to keep it in right wing point, throws it towards the net, and a save made by Hofer. They may have glanced off of Hall. Either way, he squeezes it up against his body, and there'll be a face-off in the St. Louis zone.
You recall a few years ago, Justin Hall wallpapered Tyler Yamamoto back behind the Toronto goal, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins dropped the gloves, and despite the fact that he was given away 3 inches in height and 40 pounds in weight, absolutely tossed Justin Hall around for fun.
That was a great fight.
Well, Nuge does have an older brother, right?
Yeah, that's right. He's off to the left of Hofer.
I think the Leafs bench was stunned by it.
That was something. Roslovic against Buchnevich. Puck goes to Murphy. His shot, it looked like it was going wide, but Hofer gloved it anyway. And he'll do it again. Oilers at home Sunday. Nashville's in town.
Nashville's still in the mix, and Edmonton's far from secure for a playoff spot. They had a lot of work. Now, they do have 10 of their final 15 games at home, and they're playing 7 non-playoff teams. They had a window just before the Olympic break where they had a very favorable schedule and did not make it count.
Icing against the Blues right off the draw. Oh, exactly.
In the first game of that 8-game homestand, they shut out St. Louis 5-0. The night after they beat Vancouver 6-0, and you thought, okay, the Oilers are rounding into form, and it turned out they didn't.
Yeah, next week, games on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It goes Nashville, San Jose, Florida, Tampa. Puck behind the Blues net, Parayko to the right. The St. Albert product up the right wing, just off of Berggren and in. Nurse over to Murphy. Right wing for Roslovic. Into the middle to Szymanski. Right wing to Dickinson. Comes into the blue zone, goes to the right wing corner. Dickinson on the left to the blue line to Nurse, a shot, and that hit legs and goes wide of the net. Szymanski from the left wing shoots it wide. On the right point, Murphy leaving it to Roslovic towards the goal. The shot and the save made by Holford. He covers that up. 8 minutes, 8 seconds gone in the second. Still at zeros, the Oilers and the Blues. Good to talk to Josh Szymanski after the first period. And a little bump up into the lineup here this evening. Good for him.
He can skate. He's smart.
Draisaitl winning the draw. Puck goes to Kapanen, right wing corner from the angle. He tried to squeeze it upstairs, hit the outside of the net, and the net is dislodged.
Vasily Podkolzin with 15 goals plus 15, 200 hits. A couple fights, stepping up for his teammates. He's had a great year. What a condition he's been. He's got 13 even strength goals. He's only got one on the power play, so it's not like he's got sugar time where he's putting pucks in empty nets, open looks.
No, it's hard earned. Face-off will be to the right of Hofer as they have the net secured in behind them. Draisaitl wins the draw from Finley. Wallman to Stastny on the blue line. Left wing corner to Podkolzin. To the top of the circle. Cycling the puck to Draisaitl. Goes in behind the net. To the right in front to Podkolzin. Just pushed it wide. Podkolzin recovering on the left. On the right to Draisaitl. Goes into the right wing corner. To the left wing point to Wallman, winds up, hammers a shot wide, hits the corner boards, it goes down the ice. Sundqvist after it, and Ingram is able to get that puck to Wallman, now to Kapanen, and shot just right off his stick. The puck's going to stay in. Buchnevich puts it wide of the Edmonton net. After it on the left wing, shot it behind the goal. Wallman rimming it, it won't get out. Neighbors has it in the right corner for St. Louis. Behind the net to Buchnevich. To Neighbors, out to Kyrou. Couldn't handle the pass. Kapanen into center. Couldn't get a pass through to Draisaitl, and it goes right to Philip Broberg. And he'll get it out to Buchnevich, down the left to Kyrou. Into the Oilers zone. Kyrou into the slot to Broberg. He'll dump it to the corner. Bouchard along the boards. Behind the net to Stastny.
Kapanen's got to get off the ice. He's been out here for...
It's like he heard you. He went right to the bench as soon as you said it. Through the middle is Bouchard. Into the blue zone. Dishes it on the right to Savoia. Shot! Saved by Holford. He covers it up with 10:18 to go in the second. This game still scoreless.
I'm minded Savoia tonight. He's been around it. Moved up to the top line with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Back at Edmonton, dealing with a personal matter.
Savoy will take the draw against Holloway. Puck to the corner in the Blues end. McDavid's pass to the point. Broken up by Thomas. He does get it out. Ekholm into his own end. Stops him behind the net. Ekholm on the left wing, directed in by Savoy. Hofer to Fowler, passing behind Parayko. Parayko on the right wing to Snuggerud on the back end, up in the air, and then Bouchard sets it down. Puck goes to McDavid, comes into the blue zone on the left wing. McDavid to Ekholm. Off the corner board, so it'll rim to the right. Bouchard on the right wing to Ekholm on the blue line. A shot off the stick of Holloway. Puck goes to the left corner. Holloway's stick is broken. It goes to the slot. Bouchard, his shot just hit the stick of Hyman. It goes wide. Holloway can't get it out. Doesn't have a stick. Comes in front of the net. Breaking it up was Parayko, and he will get it out. Parayko dumping the puck into the Oilers zone. Edmonton trying to make a quick change, and it's deflected into the Edmonton bench, and we get the whistle with 9:14 to go in the second period. Still in zeros. The Oilers and the Blues will be right back from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. We're at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis tonight. The Oilers and the Blues at zeros. 9:14 to go in the second period. And the face-off outside the Blues blue line, and off the draw goes past Nurse into the Edmonton end. Nurse behind the net, around the right wing boards for Frederick. And Frederick is tied up in the neutral zone. Now got it free into St. Louis territory. Puck goes to the right corner. Hall goes in behind the net with it for the Blues. Sailed it out. Jones knocks it down to Henrique, but he had to wait for Jones to get back on side and went off his stick. Hall on the right wing. To Berggren off his stick into the Blues bench. And we'll get a whistle with 8:42 to go here in the second period. And the game's still at zeros. Oilers starting off the road trip, the 4-2 win in Vegas, then a 4-3 emotional victory in Colorado. On the wrong end of the 7-2 loss last night in Dallas.
But this has been a slog tonight. Oilers are out shooting St. Louis 15-6. Which means the Blues have not had a shot on goal in this period. Don't take a penalty if you're Edmonton.
Stastny on the right wing to Roslovic. Plays it softly off the right wing boards. Parayko has to go behind his goal. Roslovic in pursuit. And Parayko just missing Finley with it. Lindstein follows it up, took a hit though from Roslovic, rims the puck, it goes by everybody and all the way down the ice. And through the Oilers zone and all the way down into St. Louis end. Wallman to the left wing corner. Kicked it into the corner, gets into some skates. Parayko's trying to get this free, and it's Szymanski coming up with it to the right wing point. To Wallman, who's shot, and that hits a body, goes into the right corner. Lindstein on the left to Toropchenko. Got it out. Wallman into his end. Forced back by Sundqvist. Stops behind the goal. Snaps a long pass. Oh, to Draisaitl. Went off the heel of his stick. Goes into the blue zone. Draisaitl. Pass block. Roslovic gives it back to Draisaitl. Left corner. Out to the slot. Murphy in. The shot. Oh, that gets blocked. And Toropchenko's going to get it out on the left wing. Give it to Kyrou into the Oiler end. His pass to the middle broken up. And Draisaitl on the left wing got it out to center ice. It's Connor Murphy. Left wing for Podkolzin into the blue zone now to Nurse. Right wing corner to Kapanen. Hammers it around to Podkolzin. Behind the net for Kasperi Kapanen. Comes to the left wing for Draisaitl. To the top of the circle. Now to Kapanen. To Draisaitl on the left wing point. Move across the line. Kapanen trying to keep it in. The Oilers unable to. And it'll be Broberg through the middle. Into the Oilers zone. To Kyrou. A shot saved by Ingram. And he covers it up. Jordan Kyrou with a good chance off the right side. 6:57 to go in the second. Still at zeros.
Well, Edmonton lucky there. They had the puck down low in the St. Louis zone. Brought it into a high slot. That led a transition chance the other way.
He's off to the left of Connor Ingram. His first shot in the second period was a tough one.
It was a tough shot. Dickinson out here to take a D-zone draw.
We're up against Jimmy Snuggerud. Wins it to Matthias Ekholm. Up in the air and out. And that's a glove pass by Lindstein. So you get the whistle. And they're going to put that face-off in the blue zone to the left of Joel Hofer. Coming off the ice, Draisaitl stepping out. So it's Draisaitl out there with McDavid and Hyman.
First time all game, he's loaded them up 5-on-5.
Bouchard and Ekholm on the back end. Holloway takes the draw. Puck goes right to McDavid. He has it on the right wing to the blue line in the middle. Bouchard left side to Ekholm going towards the net. A backhand save by Hofer. Puck hits into the corner. Ekholm to the left wing point for Bouchard. To Ekholm across the line. On the left wing to McDavid. Spinning back towards the boards. For Draisaitl. Comes up to the blue line. Over to the right. Turns to the right wing point. Finds Ekholm on the left. Now to McDavid out of the left wing corner. Out to Draisaitl. Hit him in the skate. Snuggerud can clear for Fowler at center ice. He'll shoot it in. He's into the Oilers zone. Bouchard got there before Thomas. Just missed Hyman with it. It comes out. Stumped back in, but right to Matthias Ekholm. Scoreless here with 6 minutes to go in the second period. Up the right wing to McDavid. Into the blue zone. Cuts across. On the left to Draisaitl. Trying to get to the middle, but it's peeled off his stick. Stenberg to the blue line. Won't get it out. On the left wing, Fowler will have a chance here and go to Broberg at the right wing for Suter. Shoots it in. Comes around on the left. Bouchard. Get in behind the net to Wallman. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle of the ice to Henrique. Over center. And dump it in on the back of Hofer to Mailloux in the right corner. On the left, he missed Stenberg. That'll go down the ice for icing against the Blues with 5:20 to go in the second. The game's still at zeros. Faceoff will be to the right of Joel Hofer. Jason Dickinson in the faceoff circle for Edmonton. Wins the draw. Roslovic across the top. Goes to the right. Roslovic in behind the net. To the left. Back to the left wing point. For Wallman will take a shot. Oh, just tipped wide of the Blues net. Puck in the right wing corner. Dickinson up against the boards. In there with Broberg. Puck does come free on the right wing. To Roslovic. He's at the top of the circle. To the blue line to Stastny. Stastny across the line to Szymanski to the right wing corner. To Roslovic. Now on the left to Dickinson. Dickinson takes a hit. Got it behind the goal. Broberg up the right wing. Won't get it out. Puck gets into the corner. And it's Podkolzin. To the point to Draisaitl. Right point to Stastny. Now on the line to Wallman. Right wing to Podkolzin.
Put the puck in the net at some point, Cam.
You would think. To Kapanen. Now to Draisaitl. Draisaitl pass in front to Kapanen. Scores! Kasperi Kapanen makes it 1-0 Edmonton.
A long cycle for the Edmonton Oilers. And Leon Draisaitl through the seam, and Kapanen beats Joel Hofer to the glove side, and the Oilers' 17th shot on goal in this game. And that'll be Kasperi's 7th goal of the season, and Leon Draisaitl's 96th point.
And Draisaitl's got points in 8 straight now. And the Oilers at 15:41 of the second period get the first goal of the game and lead the Blues by a 1-0 margin. Finally, that cycle, something opened up, and it was Kapanen. He was wide open on the left, and a perfect pass by Leon Draisaitl, and Edmonton up 1-0. And Savoy steals it. Center comes in over the line on the left. Pass across to Hyman in front. He was looking for Savoy. He was tied up.
Oh, man. You got to find a way to get that in the net.
Finley into the Oilers zone. On the right to Sundqvist. Towards the net. Saved by Ingram. And the puck knocked away before Sundqvist could get it. Back to the blue line. Fowler on the left. Sundqvist. One-timer misses. Parayko will keep it in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Toropchenko. Left wing for Sundqvist. 1-0 Edmonton here in the second period. Puck on the right wing point. And Lindstein to the right wing corner for Toropchenko. We got 3:30 to go here in the second period. Toropchenko will keep it in. It'll go to the point. Hole shot. Saved by Ingram. The rebound. Ingram got a piece. Buchnevich with a centering pass. And somehow that hits Ingram. Puck goes in behind the net. Great chances for the Blues. Connor Ingram standing tall in the Oiler net. And McDavid got it out. Buchnevich in the neutral zone. Can't get it past McDavid, and Hyman to Bouchard. Now to Murphy. Up the left wing. Savoy directs it into the St. Louis end.
The Oilers got 2 righties on the ice for that long.
Lindstein on the left wing. to Kyrou, comes into the Edmonton end on the left wing boards. He's taken to the boards by Frederick. Bouchard to the middle to Jones, now on the right to Henrique. As Henrique gets to the center ice line, flips the puck left wing corner. Jones along the left wing boards to Frederick.
Race to hell.
Up penalty coming up to the Blues. Mayu got his stick in on Frederick, and now the Blues touch it, and Edmonton will go on their second power play of the evening with 2:26 to go here in this second period. 1-0 Edmonton leads. But Mayu will go to the box.
St. Louis, number 23, minor penalty for trickery.
All right, we will take a break. 1-0 Edmonton, 2:26 to go in the second. Oilers in the man advantage when we come back from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are.
1-0 Edmonton leading, 2:26 to go here in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Edmonton on the power play, presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Oilers out for one with the extra man here.
Mayu off for a trip.
Get some pucks to the net. Force Hofer to work.
Edmonton wins the draw. Bouchard on the left to Roslovic into the corner to McDavid. Out to Bouchard. That's off his stick and it goes out. And Ingram's going to have to come out and play it. It's a rolling puck and he finds Roslovic before Buchnevich could get to it.
So good work there from Ingram.
Bouchard weaves his way to center, now in over the line to Draisaitl. He's up near the right wing point, puck to the blue line. Roslovic across it. Left wing to McDavid. McDavid to the left wing corner, behind the net, to the right. McDavid still has it to the right wing point for Bouchard. Top of the circle to McDavid, into the corner to Draisaitl. Here's Draisaitl's pass to the middle, and that's broken up. Buchnevich will shoot it down the ice.
Forcing a lot of pucks in the middle of the ice here on the power play. Sometimes you got to shoot it off the flank and see if you can get a rebound.
1-0 Oilers. Minute 27 to go in the second period as McDavid into the blue zone. On the left wing boards, McDavid, top of the circle, in front of the net. Roslovic, they jam away, and there was Hofer to cover it up before Hyman could get his stick on it. Roslovic taking it to the front of the net. 48 seconds left to go on the penalty to Mayu.
Roslovic can't defer too much. If he gets a chance, he's got a good shot too. Talk about that a lot with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins attacking off the flank and shooting the puck.
It's in behind the goal, and Broberg crank it around the left wing boards and down the ice. Bouchard out from behind the net. Up the right wing to Draisaitl, comes into the blue zone. We're in the last minute here in this second. Puck to the point. Bouchard on the left to McDavid. Into the slot. Bouchard to Draisaitl, and his stick craters on the one-timer. And the puck cleared out by Finley. Bouchard, 38 seconds to go in the period, gets to center ice. Comes in on the left, goes to the left wing corner, behind the net. Broberg got it loose, wanted to get it out. It hits Roslovic, and it's in behind the goal. McDavid on the left wing. Penalty is over. Mayu back out there. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. It's broken up at the blue line, and it does come out. Bouchard.
This group needs a change here. They've been out there the entire time.
To Nurse, to Bouchard. 12 seconds to go in the period. Long pass to Kapanen, the goal scorer in this game. He'll dump it in on the backhand. Hofer helps it right back around and does get it out. And the second period's going to end. And Edmonton will have a 1-0 lead through 40 minutes on a goal by Kasperi Kapanen. Edmonton unable to cash in on a couple of power plays, but they do get one off the cycle eventually with Kapanen. And Edmonton, they didn't give up a whole lot in that period. I mean, from a defensive standpoint, I think the coaching staff be quite happy.
The only thing I'd say is on the power play, they gotta, if you win, let's get pucks. You just
was trying to make the pass across to Ekholm, and it was on goal, but Ingram was able to sweep that aside. And McDavid on the right wing, that goes off the end of his stick over to the left wing. And McDavid recovers it at center ice to Kapanen. Now on the right wing, Podkolzin comes into the blue zone, turns in the right wing corner to the blue line. Give it to Murphy, a shot towards the goal, and a blocker saved by Hofer, and he blockers it right out of play.
I don't mind that they put the puck in the net there, though. I thought there were some times that Edmonton needed to shoot more, and Kasperi Kapanen did an interview with Gene Principe in the second period, and on the goal he scored, that puck didn't go where he meant to shoot it. So I think he crossed him up.
Yep.
The old off-speed pitch, which never used to happen to you back in the days when you played for the Saskatoon Blades.
Sure, it happened plenty. I would argue it happened on the gold medal goal at the
Yes,
Olympics.
so would I.
Yeah. Puck goes in behind the Blues net over to the right. Kyrou on the right wing. We'll get it out. It's at center, and Buchnevich into the Oilers zone. He had to deal with Draisaitl, who catches him, gets the puck, and doesn't get it out. It goes to Neighbors. A shot saved by Ingram. What a stop off of Neighbors, and up the left wing, Podkolzin will get it out.
Well, Connor Ingram just bailed Leon Draisaitl out on a turnover. Great save by Ingram. Best chance of the game for the lot. Probably the last 35, 40 minutes of this game for the Blues. They didn't have a shot on goal for 50 minutes of real time.
Parayko with it in his own end. Over to Lindstein, back to Parayko, right wing corner. 1-0 Oilers lead here in the third. Puck gets turned over. Roslovic brings it in. On the right side, wanted to get it to Szymanski. It goes to the line. Stastny off the right wing boards to the blue line. It does come out. Edmonton has to regroup.
Just put it down low to Lynette.
Dickinson into the blue zone. Left wing to Roslovic. To Dickinson. On the right to Stastny to the right wing corner. Dickinson to the blue line, to the left wing point. Wallman to the middle, a snapshot. It's blocked by Toropchenko. It comes out. Wallman at center, left wing.
That was too many men.
To Jones, and he'll dump it in. Jones to Parayko. Now to Finley. And as Finley gets up to center, he'll shoot it into the Edmonton end, and it's Bouchard poking it behind the net to Ekholm. Off the left wing boards to center ice. Max Jones to Henry. Go after it in the left wing corner. Gets the puck, cycles it to Jones. Jones to the top of the circle in the left in the blue zone to the blue line. Nurse towards the net. It goes wide off the end boards. Murphy in from the right point. Behind the goal to Frederick. And his pass to the point is picked off. And Berggren on the right wing comes into the Oilers zone. Berggren towards the net. His pass in front of the goal goes through the slot. Fowler in the left wing corner. Up near the line, the shot, and that does not get through. There was a lot of traffic. Puck to the right point. Mayu will keep it in. Frederick off the boards, got it out.
What is it, change?
Mayu into the Oilers zone. Nurse separates him from the puck. Ekholm on the right. Snuggerud was in there. Goes to the blue line. All the way to Mayu. His shot save made by Ingram. And he holds on 3 minutes and 28 seconds gone here in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead. Oilers pinned in there a little bit.
Yep. And they're putting everything on goal now, which makes sense because they're down by 1.
Second period goal by Kasperi Kapanen. That has been it so far in this game. He's off to the left of Ingram. Dickinson to take the draw against Holloway. On the right wing boards, Thomas pinned by Bouchard. Puck goes to Mayu, couldn't get a shot through, and then Snuggerud shot, and his stick snapped in half, and the puck to the left wing. And off the boards to Thomas, a shot saved by Ingram. He covered it up. That puck came right to Robert Thomas, and he got a shot from the slot area. Ingram, another stop, and holds on.
Well, the Oilers are showing some fatigue here in this period because it's been some of their better players. Draisaitl previous shift, that time McDavid. Dickinson out here to support McDavid in the face-off circle with no Nugent Hopkins available. He's
off to the left of Ingram. Atkinson against Buchnevich. The puck to the left corner. Ekholm off the boards and out. Mailloux at center. Dump it right back in. And Bouchard over to Ekholm. Ekholm on the right. Off of Hyman. Puck cleared out. Buchnevich at center for St. Louis. It's into the Oilers zone through the middle. Across to Mailloux. His shot blocked by Ekholm. And Bouchard through the middle of the ice. Savoy, one touch to McDavid over the line. Gave it to Hyman. Penalty coming up to the Blues as McDavid got dumped away from the puck. And the Blues touch it. And Edmonton goes on the power play. 4 minutes and 18 seconds into the third, up 1-0.
Well, this is the third power play of this game. You got to figure at some point there's going to be an even up call. And for me, it's simple. Edmonton's got to pound pucks to the net, create some chaos. Right now, I mean, they went on an incredible run for 6 games where their power play was at 47%. They went 0 for 3 last night. Dallas just let them pass it around the perimeter. Oh, that was a tough call.
Yeah.
That was real tough. Almost looked like McDavid stepped on the stick.
Yeah.
As he was trying to extend his stride.
McDavid had moved the puck to Zach Hyman, and as he's trying to get to open ice, it looked like, well, Oilers on the power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Don't turn away from a shot opportunity. Make it count if you're going to get it.
McDavid to Hyman. It went off his skate. Parayko off the boards. Will get it out to center.
Just off right now.
Bouchard to McDavid. Into the Blues zone. Over on the right to Draisaitl. Right wing corner to McDavid. Out to Draisaitl. The shot saved by Hofer. Puck to the right corner. McDavid has it. Off the right wing boards. Into the corner to Draisaitl. Forced by Fowler to the blue line. Bouchard across to McDavid on the left.
Here we go.
Across the top of the circles, peeled off his stick. Suter will get it out. He's got Parayko with him. Suter to Parayko. A breakaway off the crossbar. May have hit the glove of Ingram. It goes out of play. What a chance. Shorthanded for the Blues. And Ingram got a piece. And it hit the bar and goes right up and out. I don't know how many breakaways a year Colton Parayko gets, but he got one there.
And Edmonton was really lucky.
Very lucky. Still 1-0 for the Oilers. The Oilers still on the power play. There's a minute 8 left in the penalty to Mailloux.
Oh, man.
Oh, and that was a drop pass by Wallman, and it is kept in on the right wing by Stenberg. And it's in behind the Edmonton net over to the left side. Stenberg will bump it out to center ice. Robert to Hall. Right wing to Sundqvist. And now Sundqvist into the middle. Toropchenko, the shot saved! Made by Ingram! Another short-handed breakaway, and Ingram keeps it out. Podkolzin into the Blues zone. To the left wing point, to Wallman.
Shoot the puck here.
1-0 Oilers lead here in the third. Into the right wing corner to Kapanen, now to Podkolzin. To Kapanen on the right wing. Connor Ingram has been sensational. Now to Wallman, a shot saved by Hofer. He holds on. Just 21 seconds left to go in this Edmonton power play. But 2 breakaways by the Blues, shorthanded, and they haven't been able to cash in. One that hit the bar, and then Toropchenko tried to go 5-hole. Ingram keeps it out. Face off to the right of Hofer. McDavid to take the draw against Finley. Puck to the right corner and off the boards down the ice by Parayko.
David wants the puck here. Let him have it, Evan.
Bouchard on the right wing to center. Now to Draisaitl. Into the Blues zone. Across, he wanted to get that to Hyman. Picked off by Thomas, and he dumps it down the ice. The penalty is over. Edmonton is 0 for 3 on the power play as Matthias Ekholm Comes into the Blues end on the left wing. Dumped it to the corner, tucked on the left side. Hyman off the left wing. Unable to connect with Ekholm. Kyrou will get it out. Right wing to Holloway. Taken away from him by Bouchard. It's in the left wing corner to Ekholm. Up the left wing boards. And Bouchard will get it out through center.
David and Draisaitl are exhausted. The Oilers got to get more guys. Look out.
Here's Broberg in over the line to Kyrou on the right to Thomas. Missed him. Puck goes to the right wing point. Hall off the right wing boards. Now to Thomas. Thomas, a move to the middle, lost it, and a penalty coming up. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to be shorthanded here for the first time in this game. It is going to be a hooking call.
Number 18, Truman Minor, hooking.
And Roslovic goes to the box for the Oilers. We're going to take a break. First power play of the night for St. Louis. When we come back, 1-0 Edmonton leads. 7:08 gone here in the third from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Hooking the call against Roslovic. First power play of the game for the Blues. 1-0 Edmonton leads. We have played 7 minutes and 8 seconds of the third.
St. Louis's power play 25th in the league at 17%. Edmonton's penalty killing. They got dashed up last night against Dallas. 27th in the league at 76.6%.
Oilers penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right, Connor Ingram. And it goes to the left wing point. Broberg, left side to Thomas. Side of the net to Snuggerud, to Thomas, to Snuggerud, to Thomas. Top of the circle on the left. Thomas into the corner, to the line, and Broberg kept it in. To Thomas on the left. To Broberg. One-timer saved by Ingram, and the rebound just pushed wide and rimmed down the ice by Nurse.
So Dickinson in the second pairing here. Of course, no Nugent Hopkins again.
Holloway through the middle for the Blues. Into the Oilers zone to Snuggerud. Now to Holloway. His pass to the line. Picked off by Dickinson, and he will get it out off of Buchnevich. And Broberg at his own blue line for Buchnevich.
Don't give up the line.
Buchnevich on the left wing to Thomas. Comes into the Oiler end. To the left wing corner. Swings it back to the blue line to Broberg. Left wing to Thomas. To Broberg. Right wing to Holloway. Right wing corner to Snuggerud. Now Thomas pass out to Buchnevich. And that one deflects out and comes out of the zone. Oilers can make a quick change.
Great defensive read there by Kapanen.
8.5 gone in the third. 1-0 Edmonton leads. 35 seconds to go in the penalty. Zach Hyman, not Roslovic. My apologies. Out to center ice. It's Fowler. And Henrique is able to steal it from Fowler. Comes in on the right wing. Off the boards and in. Both will set it behind the net to Mayu. And it's Mayu to center ice. Drops on the left. Gave it away to Savoy, and he'll shoot it down the ice. Fowler out through the middle to Mayu. Dumps it in. Ingram set it. Stastny rims it. Penalty over. Hyman back out. Puck on the right wing. It's Neighbors up the right wing to the blue line. To Mayu, to Neighbors. Top of the circle on the right. A shot, a rising shot. Probably going wide, but Ingram gloves it and holds on with 10:39 to go here in the third. 1-0 Edmonton leads. St. Louis now 0 for 1 on the power play.
The other thing that happens here is now you can get better guys that can sit and get a little bit of rest here. Looks like Henrique's out to take a D-zone draw.
And he's up against Sundqvist. And the puck to the right wing point. Parayko. Right wing to Berggren. Shot. And that one goes off of Henrique into the right wing corner. Sundqvist able to get a pass to Berggren, and the Oilers will get it out to center, and it is Hyman to dump the puck in. Moving behind the Blues goal. Demko on the right wing out to center ice to Sunquist. Off the boards and in. Ingram is up on the glass. Savoy to the middle to McDavid, and he'll get to center. Makes a move, comes in over the Blues line. A shot, scores! A blast by Connor McDavid makes it 2-0 Edmonton.
Great play by Savoy. In the neutral ice area, he was able to knock the puck down, and McDavid was moving, and Connor used the defenseman as a screen and shot right through him and ripped it high blocker side. As in the back pedal defensively there for the St. Louis Blues was the rookie out of Breenest, Theo
Lindstein.
Don't know how many guys in the American League coming in like that.
Yeah. Boy, just a blast of a shot by McDavid, Savoy, and Ingram pick up the assist. And the Oilers are up 2-0. 9:56, time of the goal here in the third. Puck goes into the Oiler end. And to the line, Podkolzin will get it out to Draisaitl. Oh, his cross-ice pass. Now he gets to Kapanen. Drifted into the zone. Through the middle comes Thomas. Into the Oiler end to Kyrou. A shot. That's partially blocked. Bounces into the left wing corner. Holloway along the boards to Thomas. Off the left side. Fans on it. Gets it back and put it over the Edmonton net. Stastny to Draisaitl. It goes off his stick. It's in the slot. Kyrou to the right wing for Holloway. To the blue line. Mailloux. Shot. Redirected wide of the Edmonton goal. Kapanen to Draisaitl. Out of Stastny to Wallman. On the left wing to Podkolzin. Oilers will get it out as Podkolzin slowly to center ice and then shoots it in. Hofer to play it to Mailloux. 2-0. Oilers lead here in the third period. Now to Neighbors. He'll dump the puck in. Murphy goes after it. Got away from Buchnevich. To the right wing to Henry. Out through the middle for Max Jones. Jones running into Neighbors at the Blues blue line. And Frederick to Jones. A shot and a save made by Hofer. Puck to the left wing point. Nurse, a blast. Hofer the save and the rebound into the left wing corner. Along the boards is Henrique. Behind the net to Frederick. Frederick up to the top of the circle on the right wing. Shovels it to the right wing corner. Jones to Henrique. To the right wing point. Murphy across to Nurse. Snapshot kicked out by Hofer. Along the left wing boards. Frederick to Nurse. His shot. That one blocked. He's hit Hall. And he'll get it on the right wing to Snuggerud. He's out to center ice. Went to dump it in. Glove down by Murphy. Murphy retreats into his own end. Over to Nurse. 8:05 to go in the third. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Kapanen in the second. McDavid here in the third. McDavid's 37th of the season. 398th of his NHL career. Up the right wing to center is Murphy. He'll shoot it in. Hofer will go through the middle. That was incredible how he spun around. Now up the right wing to Suter. Into the Oilers zone. To the left wing corner. Off the left wing boards it goes. Berggren will take it behind the net in front. Scores! Berggren made a nifty little move to dish that in front of the net to Suter. And the Oiler lead is cut to 2-1.
Well, that's two Europeans combining there with a European short side pass. But the play starts back in the St. Louis zone. Hofer got the transition going. The Oilers had the puck. It was a soft up back behind the goal, and he beat three players. It was a nice goal.
Yeah. Suter's 10th of the year. Lead cut to 2-1. We got 7.5 to go here in the third. Puck shot in. Hofer goes to the middle again. And it goes to Kyrou. We'll get it out. Cross ice to Broberg. Into the Edmonton end. Down the left wing. And he goes in behind the net. He got dumped down. Crowd thought there was a penalty. Kyrou cross ice pass to Holloway. Has it on the right. Then lost it to McDavid. He'll come down the left wing. He's going to the net. Off the post. Batted out of the air. And Hofer covers it up. Great chance for McDavid. Hit the post. And then Hyman bats it out of the air, and Hofer holds on to it. Incredible. We're going to take a break. 2-1. Edmonton leads with 7:04 to go here in the third. From the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home with no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Oilers lead. We're in the third. Under 7 to go in the period. Puck dropped in the St. Louis zone, left wing corner. It's Savoy. For McDavid, goes in behind the Blues net, over to the right. McDavid, top of the circle, is passed into the skates of Toropchenko, and he'll get it out. It's Toropchenko on the right wing. Taken to the right wing corner by McDavid. Puck turned over top of the circle, and Savoy quickly out of the zone into the St. Louis end. A quick shot, and a glove save made by Hofer. He'll hold on. 6:32 to go here in the third.
Savoy's been in a lot of the right spots tonight for Edmonton.
He's got an assist. Up to 26 points on the season for St. Albert's Matt Savoy. Face off to the right of Hofer.
This line of Draisaitl, Kapanen, and Colson have combined for a goal, but they've spent a little bit too much time in their own zone here in the third period.
Puck to the left wing, point to Nurse. Towards the net, saved by Hofer. Booted it out with the right pad. Draisaitl to Podkolzin. Hofer, the save. Loose puck and jammed just wide by Podkolzin. Great chance for Edmonton. Puck along the boards inside that St. Louis end. On the left wing, Draisaitl, Podkolzin are trying to take it loose. It does come loose, but over Nurse and out. To Murphy. Little bank pass to Draisaitl, pushes to the middle of Podkolzin. He'll chop it in. He's after it in the left wing corner. Runs into Fowler. Takes the puck. Rims it on the right. Stastny on the right wing point. Off the glass and around to the left. Edmonton making some changes.
This line needs to bounce back. This fourth line's been good, but the third line just got scored on to make it from a 2 to a 1 goal game here. They need a good shift. Next time they're out there. Look out.
Neighbors through the middle. Now into the Oiler end to the left wing corner. Poked off his stick. Jones will get it out. Right wing to Frederick. Frederick will shoot it in on net. Glove down by Hofer. Set up the right wing and out. Jones turn it right back in. On the right to Frederick. His shot, and that's off his stick. Hits the end boards. Puck along the right wing. Buchnevich will get it out. 2-1. Edmonton leads. 5:10 to go here in the third. Puck lifted up and into the Edmonton zone. Goes to the right wing side. Up near the blue line. Buchnevich across the line. To the left wing corner. Stastny has to hurry. Adam Henrique off the glass and out. And the puck in the neutral zone. Buchnevich to his own blue line to Parayko. Both teams make changes.
See how Szymanski responds here.
Now down the left wing. Holloway to the Edmonton blue line. Separated from the puck by Murphy. Nurse on the left through the middle of the ice. Skips off the stick or skate of Roslovic. Now he gets it to his stick and he turns it up the left wing. Over center, dumps it in. Mailloux has to turn on it, but Roslovic right on him. The puck up against the boards inside the St. Louis zone. Thomas can't get it out. It gets to Dickinson, but it's bouncing around in the slot. Snuggerud is able to pick it out of the air and clear. And it's at center ice. Goldberg into the Oilers zone through the middle. Right wing, Snuggerud, a shot wide of the Edmonton goal. And around the boards and out. 4:05 to go into third. 2-1 Edmonton leads. Snuggerud into the Oilers zone to Thomas. Turns to the left wing. He'll backhand it to the middle from the angle off the outside of the net. As Stenberg tried a bad angle shot. Here's Parayko at blast and a glove saved by Ingram. As Colton Parayko let it go from the point. We're going to take a break. 3:49 to go here in the third. 2-1 Edmonton leading the Blues from St. Louis and the Enterprise Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey Radio Network. Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. 2-1 Edmonton leads. 3:49 to go in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Kasperi Kapanen and Connor McDavid have scored for Edmonton. Pius Suter has the goal for the Blues. Shots are 32-19 for Edmonton. Face off in the Oilers zone. Puck goes to Fowler. He scores. Fowler off the post and in. And this game's tied at 2. second of the year.
I mean, the Oilers had Henrique and Dickinson out to win the draw, and they lost the face-off, and then the puck ended up getting sifted glove side left for the netminder Connor Ingram, who's had the shots are deceiving. I mean, they've had 2 breakaways in this period.
Fowler ties the game.
16-15.
Okay, thank you. That's the time of the goal. The puck at center ice, and it's Neighbors into the Oiler end. Buchnevich in front of the net, too far for Kyrou. He's got it off the right wing. Out to Neighbors. Neighbors across the shot. As Fowler let it go, is blocked by Murphy. Fowler has it again on the left wing point. To Neighbors at the top of the circle. Behind the net to Buchnevich. Left wing corner to Kyrou. Kyrou will poke it to the left wing point. Fowler cross the line to Parayko. Play it in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse gets control for the Oilers for Podkolzin. And Podkolzin's going to slow it up. Edmonton's going to make changes. So are the Blues. 2:53 to go here in the third. Puck shot into the blue zone. We're tied at 2 at the Enterprise Center.
No matter what, you got to get a point, Cam. Got to get a point in this game tonight. Get a 2-0 lead here.
And Combe inside his own end for Edmonton on the left wing to Savoy. Now to Hyman. It goes in behind the Blues net. Broberg to Holloway, and the Blues will get it out. It's Thomas into the Oilers zone to Snuggerud on the left wing. Left wing corner to Thomas. Sails it to the line. Broberg shot didn't get through. There was a lot of traffic. And it'll be McDavid to get it out on the right wing over center, and he'll softly dump it in. Mayu, zone end to Broberg, and now out to the middle for Snuggerud to get to center, now into the Oilers zone. Rips it across. Suter, a shot, the save made by Ingram. A played up to the blue line, but kept in by Fowler. It's bouncing, rolling down. Ingram, he covers it up. Oh! Looked like Edmonton was going to get it out. They didn't. Then it got to the Oiler net. With 1:54 to go in the third, the game tied at 2. Face-off will be to the right of Ingram.
Leon's got to win one here. Dickinson out there as well. They got 2 centermen in the final 2 minutes of the period. It's all St. Louis right now.
Yeah. Face-off to the right of Ingram. Puck to the blue line. Parayko spins around on the backhand to Berggren behind the net. He lost it in the corner. Draisaitl to Podkolzin. Loops back to Murphy. Cross to Nurse. Nurse to Murphy. On the right wing to Draisaitl. Now to Podkolzin. Into the Blues end. Left wing point to Nurse. Tried to shoot it. Went off a stick. Goes to the left wing corner. And it's Fowler up the boards. Through the middle to Buchnevich. Into the Oilers zone. Goes to the left wing corner. In there with Nurse. Swept off his stick. Happened into Draisaitl. He's to center ice. Draisaitl into the blue zone. Turns to the right wing. Boards gets it across. And Combe in the shot off the arm of Hofer. Puck to the left wing. Coming up to the last minute here in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Blues. Puck to the blue line. Bouchard to Ekholm. Down to McDavid. It goes into the left wing corner. Broberg gets it free. Won't get it out, but he can't poke it to Neighbors. To Mayu. He'll come out to center, and he has it knocked away by McDavid. McDavid in to Savoy. The shot saved by Hofer. Great chance there for Matt Savoy. The puck flipped to center ice. Thomas into the Edmonton zone. On the left wing, Kyrou shot, and that's booted out by Ingram. 28 seconds to go here in the third period. Puck along the boards inside the Edmonton end. McDavid to the middle of the ice for Bouchard. He'll flip it up and out. Will not be icing as Parayko in behind his net. 12 seconds to go in the period. Up to Snuggerud. Into the Oiler end on the right wing. Rips it around on the left to Thomas to the left corner. Dickinson takes it up against the boards. Holloway and Thomas try and get it free. A centering pass and went off of Nurse and over the net as time expires. And this game is heading to OT. Oilers are up 2-0 in the third. Blues come back to tie it. And when we come back, we got the overtime for you. From St. Louis, the Enterprise Center, it's Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Oilers and Blues going to OT. Edmonton in 3-on-3 overtime, 8-5 this year. They're 0-3 in shootouts, so they're 8-8 overall. The Blues, they're 1-7 in 3-on-3 overtime, 1-3 in shootouts. They're 2-10 overall.
Well, possession's 9/10 of the rule, right?
That's right.
Got to win draws to start power play or to start overtime.
Kapanen and McDavid scoring for Edmonton. Suter and Fowler for St. Louis. This game really ratcheted up in the...
So Sundqvist is out there to win the faceoff. He is a pending UFA in the offseason, a big right shot. He's out there to win the draw. In his second tour here in St. Louis, 8 years, part of their top win.
We got the ice all shoveled, and we're good to go for 5 minutes at 3-on-3 overtime.
If we get to a second set of forwards, I go Savoy and Roslovic.
And it gets to Broberg, and he'll come into the Oilers zone for the Blues. To the right wing corner. Up the boards. He's going to lose it to McDavid. And McDavid to center, and in turn got checked by Holloway. Thomas into the Edmonton zone. Left wing to Holloway. Drops it to Thomas. Left wing corner. Behind the Oiler net. On the right to Holloway. It's across the blue line. Holloway turns to the left wing point. Brings it out of the zone.
It's going to take Leon on here.
Thomas on the right to Holloway. Down that right wing. Driving to the net. Won't get a shot. And the puck to the right corner. Bouchard holds off Holloway and now gets away. And he's up the right wing. Bouchard into the Blues and to the middle. McDavid to Draisaitl. Oh, what a save! Made by Hofer. Got it with a right pad. Oilers still have the puck, though. It's McDavid on the left. The shot by Bouchard. Hofer makes another save. It's in behind the goal, and Draisaitl to McDavid. Has it on the left wing in the Blues zone. Just over a minute gone here in OT. Left wing point to Draisaitl. He will have to come out. Give it to McDavid.
Look at how long they've been out here for.
They're still out there. McDavid on the left wing to Bouchard. Across to Draisaitl. McDavid makes a change. And Zach Hyman onto the ice.
Leon's got to go here.
Draisaitl to Hyman down the right wing. By himself. He goes to the right wing corner. Holloway takes him to the board. Somehow Hyman had it for only a moment. Now Thomas got it loose. To Buchnevich in behind his goal. Over to Thomas on the right wing. Up to Fowler. Off his skate. He's going to lose it. Ekholm on the right wing. Goes in behind the net. Over to the left. Matthias Ekholm to the slot. On the left wing to Hyman. Hyman up to the blue line to Ekholm. Now to Roslovic. Plays it off the boards to himself. Roslovic on the left wing. Top of the circle. Along the blue line. Drops it to Savoy. Savoy with a couple of moves. A shot saved by Hofer. Lost his stick. Pass in front of that. Goes to the right wing to Roslovic. Hofer gets his stick back. Savoy has it on the right wing. To the point. To Ekholm. He'll take it to the corner. Give it to Savoy on the left side. To Roslovic off his stick and wide. Roslovic has it now on the left wing. Skates up to the blue line. To Ekholm and bring it out of the zone. Nope, to the line. We'll keep it in. Savoy had it poked off his stick, but he gets it back at center. Edmonton making a change. Podkolzin into the St. Louis territory on the right wing. Podkolzin to the middle. A shot off the stick of Fowler. It goes out of play. 2:14 to go here in OT. Hofer made an amazing save here in OT.
He's been fantastic in this game. Both goalies have been terrific.
Yeah, the goaltending has been exceptional in this game. Oh, Draisaitl, Hofer just barely got enough of that. And then it hit the post. Face-off to the left of Hofer. And it's kicked into some skates, and it goes to McDavid. To the right point to Bouchard, who had just vacated the zone. Edmonton will regroup. Evan Bouchard inside his own end on the left wing for Draisaitl. So Oilers slowly make their way up the ice. It's Draisaitl in over the St. Louis line on the right, across to Bouchard. Poked off his stick, but it goes to McDavid. David up with the blue line to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid, across to Draisaitl, trying to set up the shot. And that hit the stick of Parayko, and it comes out now. McDavid will bring it in. McDavid, couldn't get it by Snuggerud. He'll give it to Parayko, and he rolls it down into the Oilers zone. And Draisaitl battles with Parayko, and it's Bouchard coming out with McDavid. And then Bouchard to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the St. Louis zone. On the right, and his pass hit Berggren. It comes out. Edmonton still has it, though. Draisaitl to McDavid, trying to get by Broberg. His shot saved by Hofer, and he quickly plays it down to start a rush. Berggren on the left wing, into the Oiler end. Berggren in behind the net. He'll come up the right in front of the goal, and that's steered aside by Ingram. We're in the last minute here in overtime. At the blue line, it does come out. Roslovic in his own end to Bouchard to Jack Roslovic. 42 seconds left. Roslovic into the blue zone on the left wing. In the left wing corner to the blue line for Nurse. Cross it on the right. Nurse right corner. Gets by Kyrou, and his pass off the stick hits Kyrou. Goes into the left wing corner. And up against the boards. Thomas with control for St. Louis. Thomas to center. Into the Oiler end. He'll drop it to Kyrou. Kyrou to the net. A backhand. Great save by Ingram. Puck to the blue line. Fowler walking in. Left side to Thomas. A shot. Scores. Thomas. Off the post and in. Blues win it 3-2 in overtime. As Robert Thomas.
8 seconds left.
Yep. And he gets his 16th of the year. And the Oilers dropped this one in OT.
Edmonton had lots of chances to win this game tonight.
They sure did. With the goal. Yeah, lots of chances in the third, in the overtime.
You got to find a way to close it out. What was the record for St. Louis when trailing after 2, Cam?
1-24-1. So it's only the second time this year the Blues have come back when trailing after 40. And Robert Thomas got it done for them.